All right. Hi, people. Happy Mindfulness Monday. Oh, let me get my headphones. And let me remember to put my phone on do not disturb. What's up, y'all? It's Mindfulness Monday, where we will talk about mental health topics. And the topic for me this week is all about Thanksgiving. I did not realize that I was getting Thursday and Friday off. I thought I only got Thursday off. And that's because my company was purchased. And so the first company, we got Thursday off. We didn't get the Friday off. But now, Hunty, I get off Thursday and Friday. Body roll, body roll, body roll, body roll. Yes, I'm very excited. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my schedule because if we're going to be off, I don't think it makes sense to go live. Like, I don't know. What say you? Because Thursday I talk about monetization, and then Fridays it's relationship chat. And I'm thinking like we might just skip both those days because it's a holiday. It's a holiday, people. So what we talking about? I don't know. Y'all see I be up in the middle of the night though. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna be up in the middle of the night, I might as well go live. So I'll be on here playing Wordscape. That's right. I'm online. I'm playing Wordscape in the middle of the night. Why are these words so difficult to find? I don't know what that means. You have a sibling, like you have a relative. Hello. Does that mean you have a sibling? I have one. I have a sister. But oh, you're subbed. Well, welcome in. I appreciate you. Yeah, I would love more people to subscribe because this is how you get out of corporate America, right? You generate content. So this can be an additional stream of income. I would love that. But yeah, today it's really talking about how we can have a healthy Thanksgiving. Yeah, I mean, there's other ways to get out of corporate America. I've been trying to win the lottery for years, and for some reason, it just hasn't happened for me. Well, it was wonderful having you here. Thank you so much. And bye bye. And bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Goodbye. Yeah, I have what is it, bud? This I don't understand how this happens every single time. What is it? Come on. He's saying hi, y'all. There he is. What is it? Dante. Okay. He shows up as soon as I go live. It's like, oh, okay. I'm just making my presence known. As John Harvey Stevens said, and he was eating his final meal before they gave him the chair, we can do it slow or fast, but either way. Ooh, oh, very harsh, very dark. Oh my goodness. I'm going to wish you bubblegum and rainbows because that was very harsh, very dark. Welcome in, CWL. How is your day going? I thought we talk about having a healthy Thanksgiving. I consulted with Darius and he gave me some thoughts on how we can have a healthy Thanksgiving. That's what we're going to talk about on Mindfulness Monday, how we can not crash out. What is it? What is it, sweet boy? Why do doodles look like people? I just, he looks like a human. You binged the Drew Carey show all day? Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Ohio. I used to love that show. I really did. But, oi, welcome in. Yeah, I used to love that show. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Ohio. Now, I don't have any negatives about Ohio. I'm from Texas. I have so many friends from Ohio here though. Like I mean it's crazy. Columbus, Akron, Cleveland. Now I met some more people that were in. I met somebody who was from Youngstown, Brazil. Oi. Thank you for being here. I think the only things I know are oi and obrigado. Obrigado. I think. Muito obrigado. I don't know what I was saying though, so I hope I didn't just say something terrible to you. I don't know any Portuguese, so I hope that was kind. But I think that means thanks or welcome, something like that. Uh, that's all I got though. It's either thank you or you're welcome. I'm not sure which. So I have consulted with Darius, and we have some thoughts about how we can make this day great. I don't know why. It's just dressing or stuffing. Dressing or stuffing? That's my question for people. I'm a dressing person, but I think depending on where you are in the country, you might eat stuffing. When I got up here, they eat stuffing and they make it with bread. But in the South, we had cornbread dressing. I don't know why he gets so stressed out when I'm live, but it's every single live. Dressing and then stuffing. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right, party people. Dressing or stuffing? Thank you for subscribing. I'm here usually every day at 7, but since this is a holiday week, I'm thinking maybe not. Barrel Proof, what's up? How are you? Girl, Dad, what's going on? It's actually not the same. So I grew up in the South. My family's from Texas and Louisiana. We make cornbread dressing. So it's not quite the same. Dressing, we made, like I said, we made it with cornbread. Stuffing is made with like pieces of bread. They taste similar, but not quite. But yeah, we had like oyster dressing or sausage dressing or like they would do sage dressing. We usually put some kind of meat in our dressing. I don't know that you do that with stuffing. I've had like apples and stuff in the stuffing. I think it's a little different. Let's see. Cooking up dinner, stopping through to show some love. I appreciate you. You grew up in Massachusetts. You always said stuffing until you moved to South Carolina. Yeah. Oh, I used to live in South Carolina. That's wild. I did. I lived in Greenville. I still got a house in Greer. If anybody is interested in buying a house, let me know. I need to sell that house. I still, it need to go. House must go. So, oh, giblet gravy. Yes, giblet gravy. Ow. Oh, listen. You lived in Florence, Columbia, and Sumter. That's what's up. That's so crazy that we have that in common. Yeah, I live in Maryland now, but I'm from Houston, Texas. But I moved up to South Carolina. Oh my gosh, when did I live there? It must have been 2005. I think I moved there. 2004, 2000, maybe 2004. I'm trying to remember. I think I lived there between like 2004. No, I was only there 3 years, so it's got to be 2005. Yeah, I moved there in 2005, and then I moved up here in 2008. Yeah. Listen, Greenville is today not the Greenville that I grew up, that I was in when I was younger. It's a very different place, y'all. But that's where I actually started running. Now y'all can see I don't really run anymore. I might I be running away from the exercise. Florence, that's high. That's the high dollar area, right? Sumter too, or is that Orangeburg? I don't know. You went to Orangeburg Job Corps 2002. Orangeburg is not a good place. What's the place that's real fancy? No, Hilton Head. Is it Hilton Head? That's the fancy place. Very nice. I've never been to Orangeburg. Why is that not a good place? Is it dangerous? Is it like they got gangs there? What's the other place? I've never visited there. Charleston? I've never been to Charleston. Isn't that crazy? I lived in South Carolina for several years, never visited Charleston. Now that I don't live there anymore, I really would like to visit Charleston. I think Florence is a nice place. I'm not sure. So, what are you doing? This little dog. Y'all, let me give him a treat because just I'm gonna throw it. You're gonna have to run and catch it. I can't ever get these bags open. Orangeburg is the hood. I grew up in the hood, the neighborhood. Orangeburg is the hood. Did you go get the food? He back. Okay. I did not know that about Orangeburg, but you know what? I've never been there. I've been to, what's the place north of Greenville? Start Spartanburg. You grew up in the hood too? Brockton, Massachusetts. So I think I'd only been to Massachusetts airport, right? The Boston airport. And I finally went to visit Nantucket. I think that's where I was. Nantucket. What a lovely place. All types of cutesy little shops and stuff. Logan Airport in Boston. Yeah, I had only been to the airport. And I used to do like, you know how you do mileage runs because you need to get your mileage so you can keep your status. Hey, JB, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I used to, that used to be one of my airports I would go to do mileage runs. So I had never actually left the airport. Not no. No limericks. Yeah, most of us is upper class, especially by the ocean, like Cape Cod. Yeah, I thought the place was lovely. Very fancy. Very, very fancy. I had a great time. We ate uh this was a nice vacation. We ate lobster every day. I didn't care what was going on. Like there was all these different dishes you could try. Something was gonna have lobster in it. I was like, if I'm gonna be up here, we just gonna eat lobster every day. And the crazy thing is I had never really liked lobster, but they made it delicious. So everybody else just been overcooking lobster. It's actually not that bad. Cause I was always like, I would rather eat crab. But hi Tommy, why you sad? Oh, you're sick. So make sure you're drinking your fluids. I'm always drinking my water. Yeah, they have excellent. You grew up eating so much. See, listen, yes, fresh is always good. You would rather have brisket. I love a tasty land animal. I can't even lie. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was lovely. We went like at whatever that time of year everybody goes. Somebody invited me, and because that's probably a place I would have never gone, except I was invited, and I actually had a good time. Now I would never try to go. I would never try to go if it's not the middle of the summer because it was like August. They could miss me on that cold weather. I'm not a cold weather girl. I honestly, when it gets cold here, I be struggling. I got one of those UV lights. Do y'all have that? Once it starts getting cold and it's dark at 5 o'clock, I have a UV light. I gotta just let it shine on me for 2 hours a day. You don't like big cities? You know what? I think I'm kind of right there with you. I like being adjacent to the big city. So I go into the city, but then I want to come back out. And I'm saying like I don't like big cities. I live like in DC area, but I don't live in DC. So I could go into the city and then I can come back out the city. I want to be in there. I know parking. I'm not a parallel parker. I'm better than I used to be, y'all. But growing up in Texas, we ain't have to pass that portion of the test. Like I said, I'm from Houston. We ain't have to pass that parallel parking thing to get our license. You had to listen. The school bus in winter in Massachusetts, child wasn't no heated seats. I'm so thankful I grew up in Houston. I am so thankful I grew up in Houston. I can't tell you. There is no way I would have made it in a place like that. I would have been mad at my mama too. Why are we here? Why are we here? So, like, listen. So why would we live here? Because this is unnecessary. So many things you could have chosen. Don't do your kids like that. The cold doesn't bother you. The cold bothers me, honey. You did. Let me see. Hey, Kimberly. Ok, una pregunta. No me gusta estar en mi cuarto, trabajo y con mis amigas. No me gustan los hombres de la escuela, de la familia, se van en el bus. De los que se me han oído de las dos otra vez. Well, I actually like being in my room. I prefer. You don't like being in your room. You don't like being in your workroom with your friends. And you don't like the boys at school. They ride the bus. You were mad at the world. Wait for us. Listen, I would say, Kimberly, if you are bothered. Now let me see. So you asked me all that in Spanish. You gonna stress me, child. You gonna stress me trying to say that back to you in Spanish. You live in rural Oklahoma. The biggest city I've been to is either Nashville or Kansas. I love Nashville. I love Nashville. Um, yeah, if you are now let's see. Well, we Kimberly, I would say you need to start making content with me, child. Cause that's the only way we're gonna get out of this working stuff. I have not hit the lottery, but I would love to. Nashville is awesome. Your sister-in-law lives in Nashville. I love Nashville. I really liked it there. I actually considered, like, in terms of looking for places to live, Nashville was one of those places I considered because I'm never gonna live in Houston again. I'm gonna just be honest. You ever been to the Outer Banks, North Carolina? So I used to work for the flood insurance program. I know that this sounds crazy. That's when I visited the Outer Banks, North Carolina. I haven't visited to like hang out. I wanted to vacation there. Actually, me and my family looked into it. Hey, Greta. So my sister is in here. We had looked into it. Hola. We had actually looked into a vacation there. We were going to stay in Corolla, I think. She says the Outer Banks are breathtaking. If you were to win the lottery, you would go to Wyoming. The way I be out this country. If I won the lottery by the United States, listen, I come back and visit, but shoot, live here? Mm-mm. I buy me a villa somewhere. Goodbye, United States. I would not be in this country. Absolutely not. The wild horses on Outer Banks thrived during COVID. Oh, I can imagine because people they wasn't there. People was not there and was leaving folks alone. I do not have Roblox. This is like a separate world, right? So I went to look it up on Google, like what are Roblox? Because people show up and they ask me about Roblox, and I was like, what is this? They had babies and everything. Oh, wait, why is that making you sad, Kimberly? Don't be sad. You can't have work making you sad and my live. You gotta come on the live and we gotta vibe out, child. We can't be sad all the time. You already have your spot picked out. All you need is cell service and cream cheese and pipe and pipe tobacco. Listen. Yeah, yeah. I looked it up. It's a game. I don't um I haven't listen, yes, happy thoughts. Greta, that's what I was gonna tell you. Turns out I get Thursday and Friday off. I thought I only got Thursday, but I get Thursday and Friday. I am so excited. I'm gonna have a 4-day weekend, y'all. Yes, happy thoughts. So, what made you pick Wyoming? Because you said you would just go off to Wyoming. What made you pick Wyoming? Watching Auntie Mame and drinking chamomile tea. You have to work Friday and Saturday. Boo hiss. Boo hiss. I work today. Wednesday is my Friday. Body roll. Body roll. Body roll. You're off Wednesday and Thursday. Well, I'm off Thursday and Friday. Body roll. Body roll. Body roll. Body roll. I'm excited. Okay. I put some trophy. I want that to be. I worked up there, but the selling point is the population. It's beautiful out there. So I went to when I used to be in insurance, y'all. I was an adjuster. Wyoming is very pretty. Keep body rolling and one of these guys is gonna propose. Child, that is not finna to happen. I ain't worried about that. Like nobody about to propose to me. We all right. All that wide open territory and only 650,000 people total. It get cold though. It definitely gets cold. Yeah, Wyoming is gorgeous country, but yeah, I have to be within 30 minutes of a major airport, like some type of international airport. I do not want to get off the plane and then have to drive an hour or 2 hours to get anywhere. Not anymore, Kimberly. I went to school, but I don't go anymore. Mm-mm. Yeah, I went to school and I went to college and I went to grad school and I am done with school. I'm not doing that no more. If it's any type of anything I'm gonna get at this point, it would be a certification. I just can't see myself doing no more theory. Arizona White Mountains are beautiful. Only gets around 85 in the summer. Oh, that does sound pretty. You have a couple of jackets. All you require is cream cheese and pipe tobacco. Listen, you and this cream cheese. I thought about you today because I have some whipped cream cheese. And I said, let me try it because I have some I know this is gonna sound weird, y'all, but I have some smoked salmon. I don't like salmon. I bought it for my dog. And but I was like, well, maybe I'll try it because I have some cream cheese and I have some crackers. I don't have bagels. But I was like, maybe I would try the salmon thing. I don't know though, y'all. I might just save that food for the dog. Okay, I'm supposed to be talking about on Mindfulness Monday cream cheese frosting on velvet cake. Don't say red velvet. I don't like red velvet. I like cream cheese frosting, but I can only eat a little bit of it because I don't love frosting at all. And red velvet cake is I don't get it. It's chocolate cake that they dyed red. Why do people like this? Like what is I don't get it. Help me understand because I don't get it. What is the draw of red velvet cake? It is chocolate cake with red dye. Do I have chips? I don't have any chips in the house right now. I'm gonna get some. Your mother makes a cheese log with ham and cream cheese. I finna say so. I was finna say FUX with it. That's work. Listen, I could go for that though. I don't think I've ever had a cheese log though. Wait, Maybe we got one from the grocery store. We had one when we went to we made a picnic. Maybe it's the red color that makes it look elegant and makes us think it tastes better. I I have so because I don't get it. I was like, people are like, oh, I love red velvet cake. And I'm like, it's chocolate. I love chocolate cake. But something about taking my chocolate cake and then dyeing it red, y'all lost me. I can't. I can't do it. You would scrap for a good pecan pie. Listen, tell my sister. You hear that? He said he would scrap for a good pecan pie with some vanilla ice cream. I need the pie to be a little warm and put some vanilla ice cream. So good. Yeah, I don't know. You got to help me, Bear Proof. You got to help me out with what we doing with this red velvet cake. Somebody, if y'all like red velvet, we got 6 votes in for stuff for dressing only. Like, and 6 votes. The majority of people said dressing, not stuffing. Pecan and apple pie. Listen, now I don't make pecan pie. My sister do. I make a good apple pie though. I use 3 different kinds of apples. Stop that. Stop it, Dante. I make a really good apple pie. And I remember I was telling somebody because they were like, "Oh, you could just buy the apple this some kind of apple pie you buy. You're 19." So I would use the Granny Smiths and Pink Ladies. Honey Crisp are good too. If I can't get a Pink Lady, look what you did. Yeah, the Honey Crisp are good too because the Pink Ladies I like them because they are crisp and they are just a tiny bit tart, extremely sweet. And so I like using the different apples, fresh lemon. The only thing is I don't roll dough, so I have to buy pie crust. But my apple pie was delicious. Now, for whatever this pie was, my friend got at the store. I was like, that's not good. That tastes like the box it came out of. You got to make your apple pie from scratch. I love it. Hey, Brandy, how you doing? You have to leave. You're 19. Yes, we love chocolate cake. Before you quit drinking, you discover apple pie moonshine. I have some of that in the basement. Somebody brought me. I do not drink white liquor. That's like every bad decision I ever made. It's a white liquor. Lemon meringue pie. That's you. That's my sister. It's like that. Greta. That's my sister. That's in here. That's your girl. You want a lemon meringue pie? That's your girl. I have never made one, and I never will. Apple pie and sweet potato pie. They're not from the South. Wait, who's not from the South? Hey, Lynette. I love apple pie, and it's so easy to make. I drink brown liquor for brown people. Like, brown liquor for brown people. And my friends be like, "Oh no, whiskey it burns your chest." That's your soul awakening, honey. That little burn, that's your soul waking up. Oh, that's right. It was your sister's birthday. My sister's birthday is coming up. I love bourbon. Are you kidding me, Barrel Proof? Listen, I love bourbon. I actually went to Scotland on a whiskey tour. I went to well, you can only get bourbon here. Bourbon is only made in the United States, people. So all bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon. But I listen, we been best friends, barrel proof. What you talking about? We was already best friends. We was talking about once I found out you was out here drinking crazy orbs in your drinks. I don't know how it worked out, but we still good. I forgot what's it. Orbits drinks. Y'all Google this Orbits drink. It was a drink that they had little things floating in it. Child, I don't even understand. Who's the parent giving their child this? What is in that? What is in that really? Thank y'all for liking the live. I appreciate you. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I have put some I know on Mindfulness Monday, we are over here vibing, but I did put some things in the description for how you can stay healthy during this holiday if you're going to be around some folks. You went to a large liquor warehouse and you invested your money on Crown and Jim Beam. Listen, my favorite bourbon is called Elmer T. Lee. They make it at the oh, what's that? What's that? Buffalo Trace Distillery, but he doesn't release it that often. So you got to make friends with your local liquor store. Now, if you're an alcoholic, don't do that. Stay away from the liquor store. You can still be friends with them, but don't go in there. But for me, I had made friends with the local. I told them I was looking for Elmer T. Lee. When the Elmer T. Lee came in, the guy called me and he said, the Elmer T. Lee, you quit alcohol 5 years. 5 years? That's amazing. Congratulations. That lit.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
That is amazing, CWL. Good for you. 5 years. Yes. I made friends though. I made friends with the guy. He called on the phone. I left my name and phone number. I told him I was looking for Elmer Chile. He got 6 bottles in. I said, he called me. He's like, "Oh, we got that bourbon you're looking for." I said, I'm coming right now. I said, hold hold on, I'm coming right now for the bottle. He had 6 bottles that came in. I left him one. I bought 5. Oh my goodness. Y'all, YouTube was just acting a donkey. It just said reconnecting, reconnecting. You want to go to the Maker's Mark Distillery? Their casks. No, it was buffering. It wasn't just you. The whole computer was buffering. So I hope y'all are still here. It just was, and it was YouTube because I'm still on my laptop. Everything else is still working. But I'm back. Welcome back. Yeah, I used to love Maker's Mark. That's what I used to keep. I used to keep Maker's Mark in my flask. I don't carry a flask anymore. I still have flasks, but I don't carry one anymore. Okay. Welcome back, Barrel Proof. Yeah, I used to keep Maker's Mark in my flask. I want to do that Kentucky Bourbon Trail. But yeah, I went on a whiskey tour. I went over to Scotland. Wait, I started in Ireland. I went to Jameson and I actually like Jameson now. I like the Jameson 3 year. It's pretty good. The Jameson 10 year is good too. Jameson, the Irish whiskey, the house. I still have some I sold the majority of the contents of my bar. I still have a few things, but the majority of it is gone. I think I have a couple of bottles of Blanton's left. I, of course, have my Elmer T. Lee because I'm not giving that up. And I think I have some Cassius Clay. What else? Um, some Four Roses. You once lived 14 days off nothing but Maker's Mark and Crown. And now, listen. Yep, I got both pack three. Yep, I got two Blantons now. Two of them not even open. The ones that was open, the one that was open, I went ahead and sold it as part of. I had full bar, so but because I'm selling everything in the house, I was getting rid of it. Yeah, I got two unopened bottles of Blantons, and one unopened bottle of Elmer T. Lee. I wasn't giving up my Elmer T. Lee. Let me see what else I got over there. I think I sold the Yamazaki, and let me see. Most of those pretty impressive. Some Angels Envy. I sold that. I sold all the Uncle Nearest stuff I had. You have a 2 liter of Dire Dr. Pepper somewhere and some water flavor packets. I ain't got no pappy. Child, I would die too. I don't have no pappy. Mac and cheese is number one. Okay, let's talk about this, Lynette. I don't love mac and cheese. I don't. I just don't. I don't get what. So much like, much like red velvet, I don't understand why people like it so much. It's pasta with cheese on it. So it's a pasta with a cheese sauce. I'm not. I like sweet potatoes, candy yams, fave. I love candy yams. I love collard greens. I love cornbread. I don't have to ever have mac and cheese. Crock pot macaroni and cheese with bacon and breadcrumbs on top is great. Well, you had me at bacon. You had me at bacon. Dressing, good dressing is number two. So, oh my gosh. That's the one thing I like about the holidays. And I didn't even think about that. So I love dressing. And I'm not going to have any this year, but that's like my favorite thing. I could eat that with just the dressing with the gravy. Oh, and if people have that cranberry sauce. This thing keeps buffering, y'all. I don't know why. Because it's not the internet. I think it's just YouTube. Who doesn't love bacon? You know, a lot of people don't eat pork barrel proof. No, it's YouTube. It's YouTube because it's buffering on my side. Oh, oh, it don't want us to be great. FYI, y'all, I decided I'm not gonna go live on Thursday and try and you making where you live, Lynette, you making homemade cranberry sauce. Where you live? Oh, I love homemade cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce with dressing. And listen, it is delicious. Please, where you live? I want homemade cranberry sauce. Oh, that sounds delicious. Yeah, listen, dressing is my favorite. Honestly, I like to have it the next day for breakfast with eggs. Cause who gon' you know why I'm not having it this year? Cause who gonna make it? Actually, I could do what I've done in the past. I put out on Facebook to my friends. I know. I don't know why it is buffering. But I put out on Facebook one year to my friend. I showed them all of the brand new Tupperware I just bought. Like, listen, because I'm coming by. Who's cooking? I've got empty Tupperwares ready to put some dressing in. If somebody would make some oyster dressing, that would be the best. I do not like oysters, but I will eat. So I need to stop saying I don't like oysters. I don't like raw oysters, but I will eat oyster dressing and I will eat char grilled oysters. Fire, fire, deliciousness, deliciousness. But that's why I'm not having any dressing this year because I'm not making it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think it's just buffering on the YouTube side, but I can't explain why that's going on. And it's only YouTube. No, 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 Fave, not squirrel dressing. Do not tell me it's actually made with a squirrel. Don't tell me it's actually made with a squirrel, cause nope. I mean, I guess we should try to. I guess we should try. Don't tell me it's made with a squirrel. I'm not against you having squirrel dressing, but you mean no. Don't tell me this dressing is made with a squirrel. Ugh. Yeah, I had 7 points to make about ways to stay healthy during this holiday. I'm just going to read those off. You just started eating sushi and a Japanese based diet. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. I don't have anything negative to say about that. Have you been to Japan? I haven't, but I would really like to go. One of my good friends went and she loved it. They're trying to have a digital nomad visa so people can kind of just live there. Yeah, they trying to do that. You're not sure you thought it was turkey? Uh-uh. No, no, ma'am. I hope they were joking with you and that was not a real squirrel. I really do. But you know what? I'm going to say this. If it didn't taste bad, then it was probably fine. Squirrels are thugs. I'm not a fan of squirrels. So I'm not a fan of squirrels. Squirrels are thugs. You plant something beautiful in your yard, and a squirrel wants to come dig it up and eat it. So I'm just gonna read y'all these 7 techniques, but also I have placed them into the chat. Not into the chat. You know how country folks are. Girl, now let me see. I've had barbecue rattlesnake. I also had I of course had frog legs, turtle soup, but I ain't had no roadkill, raccoons, squirrels, none of that. If you are enjoying your meal, don't ask for its origin story. Facts. You out here spitting straight facts, CWL. Some of those things we don't want to know. Japan has one of the highest life expectancies in the healthy people due to mostly their diet. You know what? I'm gonna disagree with you. I don't think it's mostly their diet. I think it's their lifestyle too. They have more walking. They have more walkable spaces where we drive everywhere here. We don't have walkable cities in the same way. They are more connected to family and things, and we don't really do that here. So I think the diet makes a huge difference. But I also think I think your diet makes a huge difference, but I think it's the connection, the life, how they live their lives, not this level of stress. Y'all turn on the TV here. You gonna crash out. You gonna crash out. Let's see. Frogs legs and gator nuggets are the bomb. Listen, I love alligator. I didn't even think of that. I guess when I think about it, I've eaten some interesting things. I don't think alligator is a big deal though. I definitely have eaten alligator. Delicious. And I think I also had let me see, I've had ostrich. That's like red meat, Joe. I've had yak, again, like red meat. It's bovine, so it's like a cow. Quail. I guess I've eaten. You've never had gator, you're terrified? Listen, don't be terrified. I tell you what, I think it's delicious. But here's how you do with most foods. Try it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to keep eating it. You can just stop. You just try it and you're like, oh, I like it. Then you can eat more. But if you don't like it, you just stop eating it. That's it. You dined on a lot of mystery meat. Now, the meat wasn't mysterious. I knew what I was eating. I knew what I was eating, CWL. I'm not having no mystery meat. You've had ostrich jerky. I have not had ostrich jerky. You know what? Jerky is something I've come to like in my older years because I the stuff that I had when I was younger, I was like, this don't taste good. But I don't know if they were making it good, but now it actually I'm like, it's pretty good. And the negative though is pretty also pretty expensive. They like, oh, we're gonna give you this teriyaki flavored beef jerky. It's delicious, but you paying for it like you just bought sirloin. Like, why is it so expensive? You didn't ask for the origin story, you just ate it. I have not had bacon jerky. I've had candy bacon though. Delicious. Candy bacon. Delicious. I love it. I need to not even think about it like that. I'm going to y'all know Chipotle say they giving buy one get one free burritos on Wednesday. I had you have some bacon jam. I think I had some. It was okay. I've had better bacon jam. Candy bacon sound. Listen. One of my friends makes it really well. Certain stuff I'm just not gonna make, but she makes it really well. Delicious. Ekman, yes. Candied bacon. You had a bacon. See you. What's that? I think it might have got cut off. A bacon cupcake. Bacon wrapped scallops. Listen, we on our big back in here. Let's go. We over here on the Big Back Live talking about we're talking about dressing, bacon, and all the things. We might be hungry. You know how you be hungry? You be talking about you can think of every delicious thing you ever ate. Yeah, I remember that time I had those ribs. They were cooked perfect. It's awesome. We over here having big back moments. Bacon wrapped scallops. Oh, listen. You wrap stuff that because it's that fat rendering from the pork that just gives it that extra little bit of seasoning, that flavor. Nothing but flavorful goodness. Nothing but flavorful goodness, y'all. Child, you had tilapia and 2 apples for dinner. Ugh, I don't like the flavor of tilapia. You say, heart disease, delicious. I don't like the flavor of tilapia. I usually, if I buy, because I've started to eat more fish. Yeah, because I don't know, it just seemed like as you get older, and I've gotten older, But it seems like as you get older, it gets harder to digest stuff. Like my body don't want to work this hard for this piece of meat. So I usually buy cod, just the wild caught cod. I still have bacon though, CWL. And heart disease be damned. I love bacon. And this thing has buffered me for the last time. What is going on, you two? Why don't you want me to be great? You say your meds gotta earn their keep. Your meds have to earn their keep. Could it be some of this cream cheese you be knocking back? Cause you and this cream cheese. You've been eating tilapia, salmon, flounder, and shrimp. I'm good with all of that except tilapia. Well, the tilapia and salmon. Salmon has a very distinctive flavor to me too. So I give it to my dog. I've had the smoked salmon. The smoked salmon is actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. Y'all, but this thing keeps buffering on me. I don't know why. I'm going to go ahead and end the live because I don't know why it's doing that, but it just keeps buffering. And it's not the computer because I'm on the computer. I'm going to, I might make a separate video with some extra stuff about some mental health stuff during the holidays because I want you to have some ways to keep yourself healthy. Recognize your triggers and protect your peace. Yeah, y'all take care too. But yeah, this thing that buffered me for the last time. I don't know what's going on, YouTube. Y'all have a great night. I love y'all. I will see you again tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow and Wednesday. Cream cheese and pipe tobacco. Enough said. I hear that, CWL. So I'll be back on tomorrow and Wednesday, but Thursday and Friday, we're going to be off for the holiday. And then I'll be back Saturday so we can play games. Y'all know tomorrow we playing the game. I love you too, Faith. Bye, y'all.